Today we are going to meet up with a friend to explore a waterfall and the most charming town that we have seen in Taiwan so far.
Wow, what a view. That's been the theme of today.
But before we head on up into the mountains, there is one more thing we have to get out of the way first.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's about 7:30 a.m. now. We are on our way to the hospital. To the hospital? Don't panic, everything's okay.
In a few days we are flying out of Taiwan.
Yep, we're actually heading to the hospital to get a COVID test done. Don't worry, we're not displaying any COVID symptoms yet. No, we're not displaying any symptoms.
It would be highly unlikely since we're here in Taiwan where there haven't been any confirmed local cases for over 100 days.
But our airline that we are flying with requires Emirates requires us to have a negative COVID test, which is no older than 4 days when we board the plane. So it's now 3 days before we board the plane, or 3.5. It kind of sucks a little bit because, well, it costs a lot of money. Here in Taiwan it's really expensive. It's 7,000 NT, more than $200 to get the COVID test done here. It's really expensive. I think in Belgium it only costs $50 or $60, but then we also have funded and stuff like that. So yeah, it kind of makes our flying back to Belgium plan quite expensive. We bought the ticket and then about 10 days later they decide, well, now everybody needs to get tested to fly through Dubai airport.
On the other hand, that also means that everyone who boards that plane needs to get tested, and that the chances of us contracting the coronavirus on the flight are much lower.
Yeah.
So safety first, people. Safety first. Good morning.
I watch all your video.
Oh, really? Oh.
Hey, I catch your picture.
Oh.
Where do you want to go today?
Nice to meet you.
We go to the hospital.
Hospital.
Yeah, because we need to get a test for our flight. Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Shifen.
Archie.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. This place seems to be hospital colored and hospital shaped, so I think we have arrived at the Cathay Pacific. No, Cathay Pacific is an airline. Cathay General Hospital. A few days ago we posted on our YouTube community to ask some help from you guys where we could go for a test, and lots of people pointed to this one, so thanks a lot, because it's also very close to our apartment. Hopefully it won't take too long. Ta-da! Dr. Naik is ready for surgery. Ow! Oh, the patient is still alive. And she's still conscious. Sedation! Please.
Pretty sure this is the right counter.
Yeah, and the Chinese.
The check-in process went smooth. No, we're not at the hospital anymore, just in case you're wondering. It would have been cool though, like getting an iced latte and a coffee place in the hospital, but no. We just came to a coffee shop down the street because we checked in at around 8:30, but our test is only at 10 a.m, so we had to go back at 10 a.m.
And the price of this test is 7,000 NTD. Sort of a budget breaker.
Oh yeah.
Almost back at the hospital. To be honest, I'm slightly nervous about this.
Yeah, slightly. I've seen some pictures of how they do the swab
Please
test.
Oh, I know.
A while ago, and I purposely didn't look at them again.
You know, they put like this really long cotton swab up your nose. Let's not elaborate before the test is over, but anyway, I'm pretty nervous. How was it?
It was just a throat swab actually. It wasn't like the nose swab. So it took like 3 seconds.
Oh, I got so nervous for nothing. I thought it was literally like the long swab that they put in your nose. Oh, that's excellent. I can feel my heart beating in my throat.
Yeah, Belgium too.
But it really wasn't a big deal.
No, it was really an anticlimax. When you look it up on the internet, it's like a 10 centimeter swab that they shove up your nose. That's what they're...
But even then, I read that
That's
it's just a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah. But here they just did a throat swab, so you just have to open up, say ah, and then they swabbed it at the back of your throat.
We weren't really allowed to film, but basically the man just goes behind this glass panel.
We weren't really, we were really not allowed to film.
Yeah, I started filming and he was like, no. And I was like, no.
He's like, oh.
Anyway, he just goes behind this glass panel, puts on these gloves that are like integrated into the panel. You have to open the swab yourself. He takes it with the gloves, he swabs you. He lets you go now.
Takes like 10 seconds.
I have to admit, for 7,000 NTD a pop, I did expect a little bit more of a spectacle, you know?
Yeah.
There could have been some juggling or...
The full treatment. For that money, I was expecting a whole lot.
Anyway, if all goes well, tomorrow, and we'll take you with us when we come back for the results. Tomorrow at noon, you'll have the results.
Hopefully we will not test positive because...
Well, for many different reasons, basically.
Yeah, for many different reasons. One, well, we will have to spend a long time in quarantine, and two, we will not be getting home anytime soon.
Three, we'll lose a lot of money.
We'll lose a lot of money. And also, yeah, recently a foreigner here, a European guy.
Here in Taiwan.
Here in Taiwan, got tested.
A Belgian guy.
A Belgian guy, he got tested, and he tested positive.
And he had been here since May, and he tested positive a few weeks ago. And there haven't been any...
It looks like there might be some local spread, so you never know.
Then it's time to go exploring for the day.
Today we're exploring a bit around Taipei. We are now near Shifan Waterfall. We're going to explore the area here a bit. I heard it's a really nice waterfall. And then afterwards we're going to explore Jioufen. Yeah. Nice historic area here, beautiful mountains. And today we are exploring with Juno.
Hello.
We met her a couple of days ago here in Taipei at the train station, and she brought us some gifts actually, and brought us some bubble milk tea. She's actually the person who introduced us to the really good bubble milk tea we had
Which
in one
you
of
will
our...
have seen in one of our previous videos, because we went to have it again, and we've concluded that it's actually the best bubble milk tea that we've had in Taiwan.
So thank you for introducing us to the best bubble milk tea, and then today she's introducing us to some of the beautiful areas here around Taipei.
And what's the name of the town we're going to later? Is it Jioufen?
Jioufen.
Jioufen. That sounds a lot more correct than what we were calling
it. It does, doesn't it?
The sky is pretty overcast today, and it was raining a little bit on the way here, so we're taking our umbrella out to the waterfall. Not going to be caught off guard by a thunderstorm or whatever, but look at those views, really nice here. Even just off this random little bridge that we're crossing on the way to the waterfall, you can see the river, it's super green, and this is just like 30 minutes, maybe 1 hour, depending on traffic outside of Taipei, so a really big change of scenery. It's actually slightly bouncy. If you jump up and down, it's just a little bit, but you can feel it.
Little dance.
I thought it would just be like a short walk off the road and then we would get to a waterfall. But you can see over here you have like a couple of these nice bridges over the river. It's pretty tranquil here.
By the way, this is not the waterfall that we're going to. It's just a small little stream here. Wow.
Whoa, that's pretty big.
We just got a glimpse of the waterfall from up here. We're going to try and get down there. It looks really impressive. Wow.
And it makes a lot, I mean, I know it sounds silly, but it makes a lot of noise. You can really hear like the roaring sound of the water
like
tumbling down. So you're just here. We're now going to walk this way to try to get closer to the waterfall. Whoa, that is crazy. If you see it from here, now that we've come down to one of the lower levels, we're at the same height as the waterfall. Now it suddenly looks a lot bigger. No?
Very impressive.
And there's a lot of this spray coming off the waterfall. You can see it pretty much everywhere in the air. Wow, that's crazy. It's almost like it's raining a little bit.
Yeah, if you look a little bit foggy or cluttery, it's because of the fog or the spray. is the tallest waterfall in
I think this is the biggest
the
one.
biggest one.
The biggest one, okay.
It certainly looks very impressive. Made it to Jioufen.
Yep.
Starting to rain a little bit.
It's supposed to be a really beautiful traditional town here. So really looking forward to seeing it because I
Yeah.
think it's going to be something we haven't really seen before. This
Wow.
is the view. Look at that.
Thank you for taking us here.
Yeah,
So
so
nice to meet
beautiful. Have you been here a lot? Because
This is my third time here.
first time.
Third time here. Also my third time this year.
So you loved it the first time and then you were like, I'm gonna come back twice.
So
this
basically
year.
you discovered it this year and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna keep on coming back. Nice.
It is beautiful.
I can see how you would want to keep coming back.
And this isn't even the town yet.
This is about 1 hour drive from Taipei, right?
Yes, it's about 1 hour drive.
It looks like you're in a completely different world. What is that isn't Taipei, but I mean that's something else.
That's Geelong.
It's Geelong City.
That's Shilong City, okay. It is starting to rain, so I think we're gonna get a move on because judging by those clouds, it could get pretty wet.
Yeah. And there can be like loads and loads of rain, but we have our trusty blue umbrella. And usually
Don't put my eye out.
when we open it, it stops raining.
In Taiwan it did,
Yeah, in Taiwan, and then
which is why we kept it around. It has magic
there
powers.
was one other time in Taipei, I think, when we carried it around. It was like, oh, it's going to be raining, and then they predicted rain. Then we took out the umbrella. It didn't rain.
It smells seafood.
So it should, brought out the umbrella, perfect.
Oh yeah, I always come
It
prepared.
is through here, the traditional part of the town.
This is fishball soup.
Football soup, oh nice.
Careful, it's pretty hot.
Yeah, it looks hot.
This shop tastes really good and it's really cheap.
Yeah,
It smells good, like the soup really smells good.
and this is a pretty famous one.
Yeah, this is one of, if you look at some introduction of Jioufen,
Yeah.
a lot of people write about this one. This is the 豆干包.
And what is it?
It's tofu outside and inside it's filled with minced meat.
Oh.
It's foamed with fish.
I wasn't really hungry. Like I wasn't aware that I was hungry, but now that I see and smell the food,
Now that I see it, my
Suddenly
stomach
I'm
is
super
literally
hungry.
roaring.
And
Yeah.
these are like sweet and spicy sauce, so
Okay.
it makes you more
Oh,
hungry.
perfect. Wow.
So Juno just explained me that I should start off with this one. What was the name again in Chinese? Dongfe. So this one is designed to open up your stomach actually, which is more sweet and sour, and I add a little bit of chili to it. You start off with this first to
Makes you
start
more
your
hungry.
appetite. To make it's food that makes you more hungry. As if I needed that. Oh, it's really good. The noodles are still a bit chewy. Chili makes it a bit spicy, and you have the sweet and sour taste. It's really good, actually. This is a really famous shop. So, I mean, this day is really good. We had some beautiful views, we had some waterfalls, now some good food. So I feel like I need to say this again. Thank you so much, Juno, for taking us on this day trip.
And the food really looks amazing. So I'm gonna stop filming and just enjoy it. So a couple of videos ago, well actually by now many videos ago, when we were still in Tainan, we bought a bunch of postcards for our Patreon and we still have one of the spare ones, which is this one. And then Juno brought us here to this exact spot where this picture was taken. I think if you...
Wait, I can line it up.
You should line it up. Like, it's over here. Come here. It's over here. Line them up.
So almost like this. It's like magic. Postcard? Real. Postcard. Wait, a little bit more like this. Postcard? Real. I could play this game all day.
Obviously, that is so cool. Because I really love this picture. And for me, it was like, ooh, I really want to go there. I really want to see this. Because it looks so traditional Taiwanese. And now we're here. It's even better though. I mean, this picture does not... I think this picture was taken in like harsh daylight or something. And this is in the evening.
Yeah, it looks a lot more beautiful.
Now.
Yeah.
And we are even going to have tea at this place.
Yeah,
Apparently,
wow. This is the entrance. Look how beautiful it is.
Apparently, this is the best spot to have some tea and wait for the
It's one of the
sunset.
most famous tea houses here.
I
We've
love
been
this
so lucky that
place.
Juno has been showing all these beautiful places. Oh, there she is.
Wow, what a view!
That's been the theme of today.
This view?
Great spots, great views,
That's true.
good food. Is this the menu? Part of the menu?
Yeah, this is a part of the menu.
Oh, I thought this was literally like a placemat
No,
that they
it's
give you.
part of the menu.
Oh, that's so cool.
That looks so cool. My bamboo is not so good though. Do you speak bamboo?
No, not really. I think is this is the direction you read it, right? It's facing your way.
Oh, it's this one I think.
It's from here.
Oh. Oops, yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, now I see with the hand.
Now it all makes sense. Now you can read everything. Very cool.
So what do you think we should have?
I would suggest this one. Because every time I come here, they will have some plum, sweet plum,
Okay.
and some sesame cracker.
Oh, that looks
And
good.
also green bean cake.
Okay.
For one for each person.
Okay.
And also some mochi.
Okay.
With a portion of tea that we can refill
Oh, yeah.
refill
Oh,
by
that's
ourselves.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some tea time here, afternoon tea, and we're gonna watch the sunset with this beautiful view. And Juno just told us that the city gets a lot more beautiful at night when it's dark and all the lanterns come on. So I'm really looking forward to that.
要帮你泡第一泡吗？还是自己泡？
可以用英文跟他们介绍。
That looks like quite a setup.
Yeah, looks complicated.
Oh yeah, but oolong is the one that has like the special way of preparing it, right?
Yeah. The temperature needs to be also just right.
Yeah, the temperature. It needs to be boiling hot. And first of all, you need to wash and warm the pot.
Oh, okay.
请把所有杯子都加入。
Burn all the cups and also the pot at first.
Okay.
So that's the first step you need to do to warm everything up.
茶叶的量大概放满茶壶的底部就可以了。
And the amount of tea leaves you need to put down is like about just to cover the bottom of
Okay,
it.
so you cover the bottom with one
Okay.
layer.
现在开始才是第一泡，时间20秒。
So you need to put it in for 20 seconds. So the first thing he did was to waken up the tea leaves
Oh, okay.
and to also wash it a bit. And then the second time is when it really starts. So you sift it through here after 20 seconds.
长的是用来闻的，短的是用来喝的。
And the long cups are for you to take a sniff
我们先闻再
of
喝。
it, to smell
Okay.
it, and then the shorter cups are for you to drink.
Oh, okay.
哎，这样拿起来就可以闻香了。
Smell from
像我
this.
这样子拿，不然会烫。
Oh, take it like this. Take it like this, so it won't be too hot for you.
Oh, yeah.
一次的茶可以重复喝5泡，公是20秒。
Rated 10 out of 10. Oh, it's very, very smooth. I think it's supposed to be like this, right? For oolong tea,
Yeah.
it's like very soft, very subtle.
So we have the snacks here, and now you're going to try pick up the most difficult to pick up snack.
Most fragile one. Official snack taste.
Green bean.
Green bean cake. It's really good, but it seems like to make my mouth very, very dry. It's weird.
That's why they give you it with the tea. It goes really well with the tea.
And it's not like the cookie isn't even that dry, but just like this really dry impression. I think I need to have some tea with this. Like my mouth has been turned into a desert.
Better?
Oh yeah. It's a real weird sensation. Hey, who turned off the lights? It's gotten dark now, it's past sunset, and we're now entering back into the streets of Jioufen here. All these beautiful lanterns here, lighting all the staircases. It almost looks like a fairy tale, no? Wow.
I don't know which view I prefer, to be honest.
Let's look at this. This is the same tea house as earlier.
It looks so Christmassy.
So which view do you prefer, the nighttime or the daytime of the tea?
Nighttime.
Nighttime, yeah.
I think it's really, really nice. It
Gives
really
it such a great atmosphere with all the
Yeah.
lights. Especially like the red lanterns.
gives a
And
very like glow, much glow, very nice.
yeah, it's just really glow to it. Beautiful.
What?
Yeah. These are cookies from Yilan, which is to the east of Taipei. And we got them as a gift actually from Juno.
I'm not sure
So
if it's a
thank you.
cookie or if it's. I mean, cookie is something sweet, and this has pork floss in them, so I'm not really sure.
Dun 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 dun.
Good.
Yeah. It's not really sweet. It's not really savory either. It's somewhere in between. It's got pork floss, red bean paste, but red bean paste is kind of sweet. There's something in between as well. I like it though. It's good.
Juno, if you see us, a really big thank you for hanging out with us today. We had a really nice time. Thank you so much for the gifts. We really appreciate it. And you all will see Juno again tomorrow, I think it is. Tomorrow we're gonna hang out together and visit the Taipei 101 together. First we go get our results for the Covid-19 test, which we're guessing is gonna be negative, because I think if it turned out not to be, they probably already processed the results, then they would have found us by now and we would actually be in some sort of isolation or quarantine by now. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a big thumbs up and we will see you.
I enjoyed it.
A big thumbs up. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.